Hello, my friends. I hope you guys are doing well. Been doing a lot of reading lately with the reading rush. I'm a little bit behind, but that's okay. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. If you've heard of the reading rush, you've probably heard of the Racing to Read tag, which is what I'm doing today. And again, the Racing to Read tag was created by Ariel and Raylene, who host the Reading Rush, and I'll link them down below. I really like that they have these YouTube and Instagram challenges because then I get to see how everyone else and what everyone else is reading for the Reading Rush. Gives me an excuse pretty much to read more this week, YouTube a bit more, booktube a bit more. So this book tag has 7 questions, not that many, so they'll be pretty quick. And I'm trying hard not to repeat the books that I mentioned before throughout my videos, but there probably will be a few duplicates. There's definitely going to be a few duplicates, but I'll try not to duplicate. So, yeah. Like I said, there are 7 questions, and I'll have them right here. And the first one is a warm-up question, and that is a book that stretched your mind. And for this one, I chose Gut, which I read maybe like 5 years ago. So I think a medical researcher wrote the book, and it talks about how your gut system and your gut flora, how that affects the rest of your body, and how different foods can affect it in different ways. And I learned so much from that book. It was so fun to read. It's very accessible. And I have the copy up north. I don't have it here. And I'm really sad because I'd love to read it again because I think I need it. This quarantining snacking is getting out of hand. Yeah. But quickly, I have mentioned this book before. Another book that stretches your mind is definitely The Inconvenient Indian by Thomas King. And if you want to read more about Indigenous history in Canada, this is definitely the book to pick up. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of dates. It's really good read. Yes. I couldn't not mention this. I know I mentioned it before, but I'm going to be plugging this in shamelessly. It's a really good book. Okay, so number 2, the question is, what's a book that you started but never finished? I don't not finish books very often, but I do have one right now, and that is A Fine Balance. I forget the name of the author right now, but I'll put it right here. And it's actually an audiobook, and I started listening to it like a couple months ago at the start of the quarantine, and it's kind of a heavier book. So like I said, if I read a heavier book, then it tends to affect my mood, and there's already other stuff affecting my food, like stuff being closed down and like the situation right now. So I couldn't handle a book that is kind of depressing or dark, so I've had to put it down because I didn't want to be bummed out, and I haven't picked it up since. Maybe I'll read it. I don't finish reading it. I'm not sure. I make no promises, but I know it won like the Scotia Giller Prize. Yeah, I still haven't finished it. I honestly don't know if I will because it was like a 25-hour audiobook. Yeah, it was long. But I don't know. I have issues not finishing a book. Like when I was reading Girl Stop Apologizing, I forced myself to finish it. I did skim the last half just to see, get the general gist of it. But I felt too bad to not finish it. So I always make myself suffer through books I don't like. And I need to be better about that. 100%. Okay, so number 3 is a book that you read really quickly. What did I read really quickly? I think. So the first one that came to my mind is My Sister the Serial Killer. I blasted through that really fast. just because the chapters were really short and they had just enough information at the end that made you want to keep reading. So I did, and I got through it really fast. It wasn't, in the end, I was like meh about the book. I didn't have that many strong feelings. But a book that I did like, that I blasted through quickly, is The Three Body Problem. And I have mentioned this several times in my other videos, but I like it quite a bit. And this is a heavy science fiction book about first contact with aliens. And it's a trilogy. And throughout, they're talking about, it sounds like a conspiracy theory at first, and then there's like scientists who are getting murdered throughout the whole world, so people are like, what is going on? And I loved it. I really liked it. It's science fiction done really well, and I could not put it down. Like, I just wanted to find out what happens at the end, and I need to get the second and third book because it's so good. Like, I can't wait to read the second and third. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna blast through those really fast too. So yes, I went through this really fast. All right, so the fourth question is, what's your favorite long book? I don't want to like just list the Wheel of Time. I feel like that's cheating. So the most recent long book that I really liked is The Count of Monte Cristo, the unabridged version, which was like 1,200 pages. And it was really fun. Like, I really enjoyed that book. And it's very long. Actually, that's the same answer for not the next question, but the question after that, which is a book that you're proud of finishing. And that was one that I put as well, Count of Monte Cristo, because it's a classic. It's a very long book, and I feel like a lot of people are intimidated by the book because it's so long. So I'm proud to have finished it, I guess. So that's the answer for this one, and then the next one after that. All right, the fifth question is, what's a book that had ups and downs? And it took me, I had to think about this one. And I remember distinctly one book that made me like laugh out loud, but also get really sad and emotional about it. And that was Half Breed by Maria Campbell. This book definitely has a lot of serious content. Like, some of it's pretty dark, but there's also some moments in there that is just funny because like she's some parts, like in the beginning, she's talking about her childhood and like talking about the logic of children, and it's just so funny sometimes. Like, it's such a good book. That one definitely had ups and downs. The next question is a book that you're proud to finish, but I already mentioned that. That's Count of Monte Cristo, so move on to the next one. And that is the best book you've read during a readathon. And you know, this Rushing to Read, or Reading Rush, is actually my first readathon. So my answer is very limited. So far, I've finished one book. That's The Girl on the Train. And I'm currently in the middle of two other ones. And I feel like I can't really answer this question. Because like, I don't want to be like, oh, it's a default. The only book that I finished for a readathon is The Girl on the Train, which was like, I gave it 3 stars. So it's not like the best book, you know? I'm going to try... We'll see. I don't know. I don't want to make a prediction. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to make a prediction of which one that I think I'm going to like the most, because I did make a TBR video for the Reading Rush. And so far, right now I'm reading Such a Fun Age, Two Against the North. I want to read Northern Lights by Philip Pullman, and Those Who Run in the Sky. And I think I'm going to really like Northern Lights. I'm predicting that it will be at least a 4-star. Yeah, that's my workaround for this question. Okay, so the last question is an underrated book you wish got more attention. And I legit went through all the books that I've read on Goodreads just to like find out which one. And I thought about it for a while, and I finally came to Easter Island. This book is really good. Like it had a lot of impact for me personally, and it made me feel a lot of emotions. So if you don't know about it, it follows two women who make their way to Easter Island separately, and each of these women actually are 50 to 80 years apart that they go there. And they're both, they both are in sciences, anthropology. So that's what brings them to the island. And then there's, I guess, stuff that happens in relation to science and women in science, and how women in science get taken advantage of, or there's just a lot of hurdles to pass. And it laid it out so beautifully. I love this book so much. It had a lot of feels, and there was like a sense of mystery too sometimes, where they made the atmosphere of the island really awesome. I don't know, I've always been fascinated by Easter Island, and I've wanted to go there for a while, so just reading about it was like, wow, that sounds amazing. So yeah, I think that's the book that I wish more people heard about, because it's just so good, and the cover is so pretty too. So that's definitely the book that I think should get more hype. Yeah, I feel like I blasted through those questions really fast, mostly because to record this video I had to turn off the AC. Now I want to turn the AC back on. Yeah. But I will be doing a reading vlog, I think, maybe not tomorrow, but the day after, about the readathon. I kind of wish I did a reading vlog throughout now, but I'll just do it for when I'm reading Those Who Run in the Sky, and that will probably hopefully be tomorrow. We'll see. But you probably won't see for like 3 days or something. But I hope you guys are enjoying the readathon and not stressing too much about it. I know I could be reading more, but I also have work to do, so I'm not gonna put too much pressure on myself. Let me know if you guys are participating and what you're reading for the Reading Rush. I am curious to see what you guys are reading and what your progress is like, because I'm a little bit behind, but that's okay. I'm still having fun. But I'll see you guys in a few days with the reading vlog, and I hope you guys are having a good week. All right, bye guys.